been trooping the colour. We haven't had a king for trooping the colour at Horse Guards Parade since 1950. In 1951, George VI wasn't well enough to attend in person. So lots of firsts there, but a ceremony very traditional, a ceremony that for many looks and feels very much the same despite the huge transition that the monarchy has seen in recent months.
Right, Laura, thank you very much indeed. Fernando, dealt with that to you later in the day. So that is then the King Charles, receiving the official birthday wishes of the nation during his first trooping the colours ceremony as monarch, as Laura was saying. And Alistair Bruce was saying it's a day of firsts. Many country pomp and pageantry on display during the military spectacle. With the most prestigious regiment in the British Army honoured their Commander in Chief by parading tomorrow this official. So then we have the Buckingham now, didn't we? The Royals, the senior Royals, Queen, as they watched that flying past, which was curtailed on the coronation day, that was able to take place to its full extent.
We can land here.
Which was witnessed by the Royals there on the balcony. Big day on. A few hours. Let's just tell you about the rest of the news. In a story that's been breaking the last few hours, police appealing for information after 4 people found dead in a flat in West London. 2 of them were children, a 3-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl, plus a man and woman in their 30s, discovered by police yesterday afternoon. Detectives say they are related and are not looking for any other suspects.
This investigation is at a very early stage, but based on the initial inquiry, I can say that we are not currently seeking anybody else in connection with this very tragic incident. We must, however, retain an open mind as to the circumstances. I am asking anyone who feels that they have information that may assist this investigation to call police.
Besides Miranda Beklinovic is at 3 floors in Bedford in West London. So now we know that these 4 are all from the same family.
They are indeed. Police said that they were called here to this address that have behind me at 12 minutes past 3 yesterday on Friday because a person, they didn't say who, but a person was concerned about the well-being of the occupants of the house. When they got here, they had full entry and inside they found the 4 bodies, a man and a woman believed to be in their 30s, an 11-year-old girl and a 3-year-old boy. And as we have just found out, they say that they believe that one was
engaging the enemies.
Ship terminal is almost ready.
are starting to realize about what
Exploration begins. The safe zone is collapsing.
Awards for fashion editor Anna Wintour and others in the King's first birthday party.
airdrop is coming.
And how proud you feel to be defined as such.
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute. Airdrop.
When you see the Ryobi pole head trim next to a conventional head trim, each of two halves. Ryobi trim gets to work in seconds with no petrol emissions or tangles. The 45cm diamond ground blade.
The airdrop is coming.
With over 200 tools. So next time you get an edge trim, ask yourself what side of the edge you want. Buy the Ryobi pole head trimmer with a 1+ battery, charger, 3-year warranty and free delivery now for just £149.99, saving £80 plus free safety glasses worth £13.99 at Ryobi.
Former University of Nottingham student has been remanded in custody after being charged with murder and fraud. Father Amisao Mendes Calacane is accused of stabbing to death university students Grace O'Malley Kumar and
The revived
Ron
flight will arrive in
who
1
were
minute.
both 19, and 65-year-old school caretaker Ian Coates in the early hours of Tuesday. Our correspondent Tom Carpenter has the latest now from it.
The 31-year-old stood in the dock with his arms crossed as the charges were read out in court. He is accused of 3 murders in this city on Tuesday morning. The victims being Barnaby Webber and Grace O'Malley Kumar, students at Nottingham University who were stabbed to death, and also Ian Coates, a school caretaker from this city. And because those charges are so serious, the case automatically moves to the Crown Court and there'll be a hearing next week. He appeared for about 10 minutes or so in court, the 31-year-old. He was asked to confirm his date of birth and also his address, but he said he had no home address. He was also asked his name. He gave a name that was different to the one that the police had given out when the charges were announced
The airdrop
on
is
Friday
coming.
evening. The suspect gave his name as Adam Mendes when the police had named him as Valdo Calacane. The magistrate acknowledged that that was an alias, Adam Mendes, that was being used in the case and made a note of him giving a different name. As I say, he will go to the Crown Court next week. Next Tuesday, the 20th of June, is when he will appear again in court in Nottingham. And until then, he's been remanded in custody.
Tom Carpenter there in Nottingham. Government has delayed a proposed ban on 2-for-1 deals on junk food by a further 2 years in the face of the cost of living crisis. The Prime Minister has said he doesn't want to restrict consumer options. Rishi Sunak's plans have come under criticism from members of his own party.
It's based on the online false
The revived flight will arrive
I
in
think
1
buy
minute.
one get one free to save money. Buy one get one free tend to be impulse buys, and statistics show that on average people spend 22% more than they were planning to do so. So it's not saving money, it's actually costing money.
To our political correspondent,
Yeah, sure, that's
interesting reaction there. So this has already been postponed, hasn't it? Now shut down the line.
Yeah, this
was originally part of the government's obesity strategy. It was supposed to come in last year, was delayed until this October, and now it's been pushed back another 2 years until October 2025. It would essentially mean new rules to stop multi-buy deals, buy one get one free deals, 3 for 2 deals on food that is high in salt and sugar, in fat, so it would affect sweets, crisps, ready meal.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Essentially, what is on offer, Rishi Sunak believes people's right to choose. Those that are campaigning on obesity say it's disappointing. You also heard Joe Gideon there, a Tory MP herself, saying it was a false argument because actually these sorts of offers are designed to tempt people into spending more money. Other Conservative MPs make it earlier this week, you almost gave the impression that this would be happening.
The airdrop is coming.
There's a worry about it getting pushed back to after the next general election. We need to get dropped all together. Increasing mortgage rates, saying that if you are going to remortgage next year, on average, your repayments per year will be almost £3,000 more than they are now. That's of course because of the Bank of England base rates going up quite rapidly, influencing mortgage rates and inflation. The really big political risk for Rishi Sunak is that if inflation doesn't come down quickly, as he's approaching the next general election, and that puts him in difficult political territory.
Engaging the enemy down.
Alongside them, microbiology course. CBE work he did on
The airdrop is coming.
Well, I was very surprised and delighted, and yes, and I think to reflect on what was a tough time for many people. Many people lost their loved ones during the pandemic.
He was inside the tank.
I was privileged to work with so many people across the United Kingdom treatment for patients with COVID. And yes, on
Exploration begins.
And how did you learn about
One more person near us.
Well, I was at work and my wife phoned a large envelope marked official.
Got them.
The revived flight will arrive.
So I came home to open it and found the
Chip ready for upgrade.
telling me must have been. How did you react to that? Did you think it was a joke to start with? That's how many people think to it. Well, it was a very official letter, but I was a bit surprised and yes, very pleased.
Just take us through the work that you've been doing.
Yes, well, I've worked as a consultant of Oxford Infectious Diseases for this infection.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
But really, I think none of us anticipated the impact it made, and I was asked to lead a number of scientific advisory groups.
The safe zone is collapsing.
The airdrop is coming.
Airdrop has been delivered. last 5 flights will arrive in 1 minute.
In western and central parts of the country, we've seen heavy, slow-moving showers becoming more widespread. Some will become thundery with hail and high. Where these occur, they'll bring some torrential downpours and difficult driving conditions. Showers will continue through this evening. Shower rain spreading out of France will hit the hearts of the stars. And East Anglia in the early hours of the morning. Low cloud will affect north 2 coasts at times.
The weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways.
Exploration begins.
On possible Russian war crimes.
Down to the last 5 teams.
Erectile problems can get in the way of your intimacy.
The Roxon can help you get an erection within 10 minutes.
The Roxon. Avoid online trackers.
He's getting some dreamish element running.
Exploration begins.
Crap music there. Makes you feel like you're oh, rubbish.
Making that thing together. Like hiding their There's a guy behind us.
Yeah, that was a one.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, what was that?
The airdrop is coming. I'm all done.
No thanks. No thanks.
What?
No thanks.
Sweet!
Oh, you like? Don't you like them?
What you like then?
Don't want any.
Look at you figure, really.
Well done.
Where could reinvention take your business? Accenture. Let there be change.
Wherever happened those girls know. Don't be merciful.
And just like that, I realized we never know what tomorrow will bring. Can England women make it another unforgettable summer in sports? The Ashes Series, live on Sky Sports.
Welcome back to Sky News. It has visited the scene of what Ukraine says was one of the worst war crimes carried out by Russia in the early months of the invasion. The village like Yahidny has around 400 residents. In February last year, nearly all of them were held underground in a school basement for a month, where they were starved and tortured. 10 of them didn't survive the ordeal. Well, many of the villagers are now due to testify against 15 Russian soldiers in Ukraine's biggest war crimes trial to date. Our special correspondent.
You were the jump leader. Good luck.
From the bombed-out ruins of their community club, the survivors of one of the
Welcome
most
to Battle
horrifying
Royale.
acts in this
The
war,
match is about to
singing
start.
lusty defiance. The villagers
Time for
of
the
the
mission.
report are
Get
about
ready.
to meet the star witnesses in Ukraine's biggest war crime. They fall silent. No evidence January, Russian soldiers held hostage almost the entire community.
You can land here.
July was announced nearly 400 villages held captive underground for nearly a month. The picture taken on the news shows one of the biggest cells, packed full of hostages. They were crammed in like this all the time. 69 of them children. The hostages were even crammed down the corridor, there were so many. Everyone was sitting right up against each other.
First blood. Exploration begins.
And there are other pictures showing
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
It was really scary for children going here. It was like
I don't know how it goes through it.
Yekaterinburg is in the northern Chernihiv region near the Belarus border and was stormed by Russian troops 7 days after the invasion began. The soldiers set up camp inside the village's only school, turning it into dark headquarters. The big standing stars on the school grounds were where they dug in the military vehicles.
Exploration begins. Chip terminal is almost ready.
And the Ukrainians say this is exactly what the Russian soldiers did during the 28 days of hell in the school
The safe
basement.
zone is collapsing.
As the villagers were kept below ground, satellite images show us what was happening above. Before the Russians entered Chernihiv, shows the school to the left of the picture, with thick forest on its southwest side, which gave cover to the invading soldiers. A week into their occupation, a large number of military vehicles could be seen by the school, hidden beneath the trees. They're also parked between houses in the village, and you can see people in the school yard. By the third week, the Russians feel in the
Enemy down.
surrounding buildings have been destroyed, and the school's roof has been damaged. On the school's top floors, with the Russian troops bedded in, fighting with non-stop.
Exploration begins.
There are a lot of damage here. Holes punched them up. Obviously, evidence of rockets coming through.
The airdrop
The
is coming.
Ukrainian forces trying to push the Russians out. Knew
The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
us as protection because
No, I'm coming back up.
so they were hoping they'd be safe. But we wanted them to
Okay,
shell
no
us
trouble.
to keep the Russians out.
And when the Russians were forced to retreat a month later, they left behind a mass of evidence. We've been given rare access to what the Ukrainian prosecutors found.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Yeah, you can. Just leave me. I'll catch up.
They kept in the building of the school used by the Russian troops as human shield against the Ukrainian forces.
And they're confident they have the
Exploration
physical
begins.
evidence left behind. There are also hundreds of witnesses that happened inside the building, which led to the deaths of at least 10 of the hostages. The survivors held hostage together as school shootings later, and several holders had their elderly neighbors and children flying, starving and weak, with the Russian guards pursuing them with an action. Whenever someone
Enemies down.
Airdrop incoming. Your team
The airdrop is coming.
get the dog tags and help them return to the battle. Airdrop has been delivered.
or toddlers. Others, like Marina and Lily, were young teenagers when they were held captive.
We went down there as children and we left as adults with a very different view about everything. All our values changed. You start to appreciate being healthy, being able to sleep in your own warm bed, not feeling hot, but having fresh air and being free.
I tried to tell everyone that everything will be okay. We will get out.
The
But
revived
the
flight
others were
will
saying they'll
arrive.
throw a grenade down here. They'll shoot us. They'll do something. I believed they wouldn't, but when there's so much stress,
Get the dog tags.
They weren't even safe when they were allowed out to go their day.
Dog tags have been scanned
The
successfully.
village priest,
Your
who was
teammate will
amongst
return
those
to the
being
battle
held,
when the
was
next
given
revived
permission
flight
to leave the
arrives.
basement to help dig the graves and say the funeral prayers. And he says even then, the Russians attacked them.
I remember the first 5 or 7 strikes, and then I got the passion. I hurt my shoulder and my back. Other guys were all
Ukrainian forensic investigators showed us the new technological devices which they hope will seal a guilty verdict in court. They've taken thousands of images, using for the first time in the country a range of 3D scans to document what happened in
The airdrop is coming.
It's an incredibly technological record with 3 different holes in Burma, so forensic analysts, lawyers and every part of the investigation site, all Woolwich was exhausted. The investigators were pivoting to the criminal court, and with the DNA collected and the 3D imagery, it's all expected to be used in a future prosecution at the Hague.
information people killed there and they were just looking to remove the forest and murder the most places.
If convicted, those responsible will be put on a global list of war criminals and for early results.
The revived flight will
I
arrive.
want to hear the first verdicts this year. That's what I want, and it's the wish of millions of Ukrainians too. But not just a verdict, also punishment. We want the people guilty of these crimes and murders and the damage done to our country to take responsibility for their actions by the end of the year.
In Yehidne, the
The
whole
airdrop is
village
coming.
community is still trying to get over a collective trauma, waiting for their day in court to tell how a Russian commander attempted to bribe the starving villagers with baby food and nappies if they agreed to give false interviews.
Ну, говорит, что
Chip terminal is almost ready. Airdrop has been delivered.
protected you from the Ukrainians.
Exploration
He said he
begins.
wanted another war. They want the president to resign to stop the war.
With hardly any information, the hostages struggled to work out day from night.
The safe
And
zone
one
is
of the
collapsing.
just smuggled in a chunk of charcoal to keep a note of the days and the dead.
I think they didn't want us to feel like humans. For the first time, there was no hiding fully. They didn't give us
Some of the residents were killed as the Russians entered the village. Mikhail's son Victor was one of the first shot, execution style.
Enemies down.
He was barefoot and his hands were tied behind his back.
A key part of the prosecution case will rest on the Russians setting up
Exploration
military positions in the middle of the tiny village and hiring
The airdrop
out
is
their
coming.
crews. The villagers have already been a little bolstered by the guilty verdicts handed out to soldiers involved in terrorizing Nadia Radchenko's family. Her husband was killed, her house looted, and guns put to their heads. And Ukrainian lawmakers sentenced
The revived
3
flight will
Russian
arrive in
soldiers
1
to
minute.
12 years in prison
that
in
airdrop.
absentia.
So shall we not too hard?
Airdrop
It's
has
good to
been
get a
delivered.
verdict, but not good for stealing a complaint. Because everyone needs to be held accountable. And if you deliberately came to attack us, you need to be punished.
Go on, go on.
There's much unresolved anguish.
Just drive straight.
And the torment they endured in the small village of Yevgeny. The community which stood in the way of the Russian troops and their plans to besiege the capital. And there's a lot of hope being pinned on the upfront war crimes strike to avenge everything they went through.
The airdrop is coming.
The Ashes, live on Sky Sports.
Hello, Michael. You look concerned.
Your warranty is
Don't worry, Michael.
I've been smart and extended my warranty with Motor Easy.
You do?
Yes, with Motor Easy's extended warranties, there'll be no unexpected garage bills or hassle, or even covers for failures due to wear and tear, and they'll pick me up from home or work, all for just £20 a month.
You got muscle, you won't need me anymore.
It has crossed my mind, Michael. Discover the smart way to
revived
guarantee
flight
your
will
car
arrive.
at motoreasy.com.
Camp on a house. Some of this.
At Macmillan, we're tough. And we're tender. Whatever it takes to help people living with cancer. But we can only do it with your help. I love this band.
Let's go see them, it'd be great.
Nothing great about feeling my bulky pea pants all day.
Exploration
Don't forget your lifetime.
There's one more person here.
Oh, sweet like me.
Over.
Will these really last?
Look, the last morning.
Let me just go and kill him.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Oh, never mind.
Always the three. Even when life changes, and to make sure your sleep stays the same kind of wonderful. Try another 200 miles and away.
14.
The safe zone is collapsing.
The airdrop is
You know,
coming.
Doug, ever since switching to Workday, you've been a real rock star. Rock star? What do you know about rock stars? We know.
Well, where's the skin tight
The
leather?
shoes are leather.
Airdrop has been delivered.
That thing.
Billy, Rockstar is just how Doug feels when he uses Workday. Thanks, Maurice.
Exploration.
I'll show you.
There's another person.
Be a finance and HR rockstar. Workday for a changing world.
The lab provides
Do you know what
There we
kind
go.
of
Enemy
Finding
down.
Pulling Parts. Brought to you by the Kleenex Your Pull Pal app.
That was plenty of strong sunshine this afternoon, and it will turn increasingly hot. But the east coast in Scotland will be cool and grey. The heat and humidity will bring a scattering of showers, some heavy and thundery. Wales and central, southern and northwest England look most at risk of torrential rain, hail, lightning and gusty winds. Localised flooding is possible. Rising grass pollen in the north will bring
Down to
moderate
the last
high
5
levels, while southern parts have reached the peak with very high levels for much of England.
Exploration begins.
Brought to you
We're
by
good.
the Kleenex Your Pull Pal app.
Now, for years,
We can
they've
win
been the
this.
objects of teenage obsession. Fast forward 3 decades. And take that, and their backs have grown. But the nostalgia inspired by the music has never waned. In fact, it's now being played out on screen, as our arts and entertainment correspondent Katie Spencer has been finding.
boy bands of the 90s. Still going, but 5 are now 3. Tighten your bra straps, girls. This is the next incarnation of Take That. The 5th. Take That bag.
Exploration begins.
We're good.
Shield turret deployed.
You're drinking to me. I'm not plus one.
I've come a long way. Come a long way. But we're not too sure where you've been. Yeah, 7 minutes Oh, was it gloriously good fun for you guys to be in the streets?
Your long days, never forget we did a conga 30 times down the road. That scene took 2 or 3 days of rehearsal. So we hope it looks easy, but it never actually is. Trying to see.
Fantasies have carried the boys through to the ritual recording at the top of the pops. It's certainly a Maravilla-esque nostalgia trip. If you witnessed some sights in the
Yeah, unfortunately they're not very, I can't really mention them on camera. Within a year we were travelling around to all these crazy countries, just having the time of our lives. And that's how it felt, that's how I remember the night being. I remember being, just noise, chaos, screaming, it was just terrific. It was a crazy time. The experiences I've had through I'm now here.
Let's do squads.
Make a very brief outline of the challenge.
Let's just do squads. Phil though.
We have news today that football commentator Martin Tyler is to step down from his role on Sky Sports, where he has been for a number of years. In fact, he's been there since the Premier League first started. He is stepping down immediately. He is Gary Neville, the voice of Sky Sports football coverage since 1992, more than 30 years there, when the league was first formed. Right, how is the weather looking? Any improvement? It is going to get worse, but it seems alright for now. Let's find out something. Warm memories, wherever you go. Good weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways. We'll see a transition to more changeable conditions this weekend as high pressure drifts eastward, allowing the pressure in the west to have greater influence on our weather. This afternoon, western and central parts of the country will see heavy, slow-moving showers becoming more widespread. Some of these will become thundering, hail and frequent lightning.
Time for the mission.
Where these occur, they'll bring some torrential downpours and difficult driving. Showers will continue through to third night. Showery rain is spreading out to France, central parts of southeast and southwest. Low cloud will affect North Sea coast and times. In the warm, muggy night, temperatures in the mid to late teens. Good weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways.
We can land here.
We can land here.
Newspapers here on Sky News. That is the live part. We'll be talking about that more in a moment.
Rent a boat this summer with Click and Boat. Throughout the world.
First blood.
The #1 male shower gel, the Go.
Dunelm's big summers.
With up to 50% off thousands of home cookers.
Enemy down.
Your teammate has been killed. Get the dog tags and help them return to the battle.
Jets found the same hotel on Trivago and
Yeah.
Exploration begins.
you can find a great deal for you. Hotel Trivago.
Millions of travelers are part of something special. They're room ready because they're covered by
Get the dog tags and help them return to the battle. The revived flight will arrive in 1 minute.
and more extra patrols across the country.
Get the dog tags.
Could have told me he was there. Could have told me he was there.
We're picking up where Eli Gemstone left off, the man who's done this job for like thousands of years. America's Jesus daddy. These are not people of God. They're entertainers, performers, charlatans. It was a long ride, but I knew eventually I would make it to the top.
Dude, how did you do it? Ouch, Tracy.
That's so awkward.
So you're watching Sky News, I'm Nick Qureshi. Here are the headlines at 2 o'clock. King Charles takes part in the first Trooping the Colour of his reign, the first monarch in more than 30 years to take part in the ceremony on horseback. An extended fly past for the King after the coronation display was scaled down due to bad weather. Also this hour, a former University of Nottingham student charged with murdering 3 people in the city was remanded on custody. Police say 4 people found dead at a house in West London were all members of the same family. England's flying started on day 2 of the Ashes test, taking some cool Australian wickets. And the future of AI, another chance to watch with the interviews this week with the computer scientist Damon Ndiki. Hello, good afternoon, thank you for joining us. King Charles has taken part in the first Trooping the Colour of his reign. He becomes the first monarch in more than 30 years to take part in the ceremony on horseback. Well, the King rode onto Horse Guards parade and was joined by other senior royals on horseback, travelling in the carriage of the Queen, the Princess of Wales, along with Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince. Soon after the King arrived at the ceremonial parade ground, the royal salute was given and the national anthem played soon afterwards. Charles began the ceremony by inspecting lines of guardsmen on the parade ground, casting a critical eye over the soldiers who were formed in 2 lines. So go. King's colour of the 1st Battalion Welsh Guards past the monarch, who remained on horseback throughout the ceremony. He acknowledged the colour while the royal colonels and other senior officers saluted. After the ceremony, King Charles and the other senior royals
Eliminate all enemies or capture the overtime objective to
greeted
win.
with cheers and
Lost that round. It's not over yet.
No,
Ready
I
up.
managed to kill people.
Put them in the ground.
Huge ship as the king and his family out on the balcony of Buckingham Palace with Parliament giving away to those members alongside them. Singing
Enemy in sight. Enemy in sight.
The event culminated in a 70 aircraft flypast approach into the Thames from the Battle of Britain Memorial flight. With the red, white and blue finale from the Red Arrows. Our correspondent Laura Bundock is at Buckingham Palace. It's a huge day for the King, and one will be remembered for a while to come, no doubt.
Yeah, that's right. We've been saying, haven't we, that if you like pageantry, this really is the day, and a day that comes
Lost
at
that
the end.
round, but it's not over yet. Ready up. Put them in the ground.
That was an important and a significant day for the King, a first of many, really, for him. He's had a lot of firsts, hasn't he? But this is a significant one, a big one. His first official birthday one. He was in the Palace many, many times before, but it's never been just to get there
Lost
on
that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
1986, and by my reckoning, the oldest one to ever do
Eliminate
so.
all
We
of
haven't
them.
had a king colour at Portugal's parade since 1950. Back in 1951, George VI was too unwell to attend in person.
Enemy
Remaining the same, a lot
Lost that
very
round,
familiar.
but it's
a
not
lot
over yet.
familiar
Ready
about
up.
the ceremony, the parade.
Eliminate all of them.
Wow, what was interesting was, of course, seeing the fly past, a firm favourite with many. And of course, on Coronation Day itself, most of these aircraft that took part had to be grounded because of that dreadful weather. So the fly past was reformed and able to take shape again today, with, of course, that big moment at the end where the red arrows do pass. You know, it is a firm favourite of the family as well. And looking up at the balcony as the King led his family out on the balcony, the crowd had been waiting for him.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
Rushed forward, they rushed forward to try and bag.
Put them in the ground.
You look up at the balcony, and you look up at who's on the balcony, and it is a reminder of many things, I think, but perhaps most poignantly, the faces on that balcony may change, but traditions like this very much stay the same.
Right, Laura, many thanks indeed, our royal correspondent Laura Bundock. And let's bring you up to date with the other news. Bournemouth University of Nottingham students has been remanded in custody after being charged with murdering three brothers. Valdo Ansao Mendes Alcano is accused of stabbing the university student Kumar and Ian Coates in the early hours. Correspondent Tom Hart.
31-year-old son of dog with his arms crossed as the charges were read out in court. He is accused of 3 murders in this city on Tuesday morning. The victims being Barnaby Webber and Grace O'Malley Kumar, students at Nottingham University, stabbed to death, and also Ian Coates, a school caretaker from this city. And because those charges are so serious, the case automatically moves to the Crown Court, and there'll be a hearing next week. He appeared for about 10 minutes or so in court, the 31-year-old. He'd asked to confirm his date of birth and also his address, but he said he had no home address. He was also asked his name, and he gave a name that was different to the one that the police had given out when the charges were announced on Friday evening. The suspect gave his name as Adam Mendes when the police had named him as Valdo Alcano. The magistrate acknowledged that that was an alias, Adam Mendes, that was being used in the case, and made a note of him giving a different name. As I say, it will go to the Crown Court next week, next Tuesday, the 20th of June, when he will appear again in court in Nottingham. And until then, he's been remanded in custody.
Another developing story this afternoon. Police are appealing for information after 4 people were found dead in a flat in West London, including 2 children, a 3-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl. A man and woman in their 30s were discovered by police yesterday afternoon. Detectives say they are local and do not report any other suspects.
This investigation is at a very early stage. Based on the I can say we are not currently seeking any reward in connection with this very tragic incident. We must, however, retain an open mind as to the circumstances. I'm asking anyone who feels that they have information that may assist this investigation to call police.
This happened in Bedfont, very near to Heathrow Airport. Sky has no better adventures.
And inside they found 4 bodies, 2 adults, a man and a woman, believed to be aged 3 to 13, an 11-year-old girl and a 3-year-old boy. Now, the police say they are members of the same family and they believe that they know who they are. However, they are working to contact their next of kin, so understandably until that happens.
First blood.
Also, in this very early stage of investigation, they say they are not currently looking for anyone else, but this is being investigated by homicide detectives, and they are appealing for anyone who may have any information about what events led to this very tragic outcome. And also 2 adults to please come forward.
Watch out. K9 unit incoming.
They will be stepping up their presence in this area of West London to reassure the community that is just now starting to realise what's happened here, which much sadness.
Now, abortion rights activists are protesting in London today to demand reforms to the country's abortion laws. The protest was sparked after a mother of 3 was jailed for more than 2 years after taking abortion pills past 24-week legal limit. Well, let's join our correspondent, Afna Herlands, at the protest. The strength of feeling running very high following this case.
Yeah, and I think that speaks to the people that got involved in campaigning for her to be released from jail. Already today, we've seen a number of signs saying free parlour and my body, my rights, messages like that. I would say it's a good